Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tone Vase. Um, Still in Rotterdam. Did some really cool shit yesterday. Pictures and videos coming. I haven't had the time to go through it all. At my Airbnb, having a cup of tea. Oh man, crazy day in the price when I woke up. So let's go and take a look. Let me set up my video here. Show less. Let's see how it's looking. All right, there it is. So let's just go to screen share. You know what? I'm just gonna start real quick. The workshops, Amsterdam still have a few seats left. That is gonna take place this Saturday. Immediately following the workshop, there is a carnivory dinner. Jimmy Song and myself will be hosting a carnivory dinner. One seat left. One seat left and prices rise. That's basically the motto here. I think we can only sell 15 tickets, and there'll be a few of us, myself, Jimmy, maybe Jimmy can get another, famous Bitcoin maximalist. He's going to be attending Breaking Bitcoin. I cannot. I have to teach my workshop that day. Here's the menu, so you can take a look at what the menu is going to look like. We did make room for vegans, so it is a Bitcoin carnivory dinner. You will probably be made fun of if you are a vegan. However, you will have plenty of good food. Okay, choose a starter, choose a main, choose a dessert. Okay, I can go ahead and close that. And so check that out. And as always, you have your, if you just want to use the indicator, you can go there. If you want to see where I'm traveling to after Amsterdam. After Amsterdam, I am off to Barcelona to go on the blockchain cruise. Blockchain cruise in Barcelona. All right, guys. You know what? I'm not sure why that's there twice. I just want to check something real quick, and then we'll go to the charts. All right, still there. Okay. All right, let's just go to the charts. Let's go straight to the weekly chart, the live updating weekly chart. So I've been waiting for this 9 for a few weeks because here's the deal, right? Like, I have a different time horizon than every trader has his own time horizon. And these videos talk about all types of time horizons. I myself is a trader using the daily and weekly charts. And for me, when this giant candle took place, for me, it was too late to enter any bullish trades. For me, at this point, I would wait for the 9 and try to take profits on my HODL position that tripled in value, or potentially enter a short trade to increase the number of Bitcoins I had. For me personally, it was too late to chase and go long because I will always be able to catch a pullback. In a very tiny percentage of cases, there will be no pullback. The probability of not having a pullback, in my eyes, since we made it to 5,000, remember, look, there's lots of lies out there on the internet, which is why I've turned off comments on my YouTube channel potentially permanently. I just can't deal with it anymore. It takes too much of my time and it's too frustrating. On the way down, I was a bear. I have videos and I have tweets when I became a bear. I became a bear this week, somewhere over here. Somewhere in this, the week of January 8, the week of January 8, 2018, I became a bear. When I became a bear, I had 3 price targets to the downside, all of which were made fun of throughout the entire bear market. Those price targets were 5,000, which was here, 3,000, which we just missed by about $100, 150, 130 if you want to be exact. Nope, looks like 100. What was the low? $122.28. Let's be exact here, right? That was my second target. So I consider my second target pretty much hit, missed it by 0.5%. But my lowest target on the bear decline was 1,500, 1,300, 1,500, whatever, right? Now, because of the way we got through 5,000 and immediately to 3,000, and so early in the bear market, being within the same year as the top, or within a few weeks off of the same year as the top, because of that, I had given the 1,300, this zone here, target 3, right? That's my target 3. 1,500 would have done it, right? 1,100, 1,300, 1,500, it's all pretty much the same stuff, right? For me, it is. Because of the way we crashed from 6,000 down to 3,000, I had given my third lowest target a very reasonable chance. What's a very reasonable chance? To me, a very reasonable chance is a greater than 50% chance. Okay. Did I have a 90% probability of getting to 1,300? Of course not. Okay. But it was greater than 50. I don't have an exact number. What was I thinking throughout Q1 of 2019? What was my thinking? Well, my thinking was, we have fallen too hard, too fast. I'm still anticipating sub $2,000 prices. But because of the way we fell, it's time to take on bullish trades. And if those bullish trades develop into a bull market, great. But there's still a probability, a high probability, that we're going to turn and go back down and challenge these lows and potentially go lower. Now, because we never had a critical pullback, I have still not called the end of the bear market. Now, once we get a significant pullback, and we're halfway there, by the way, we're about halfway to a significant pullback. Another, we just fell from 9,100 to 7,800. What percentage is that? Oh yeah, I should just use the tools at my disposal. What percentage did we fall? Well, I think I can just hold the shift button if I put my T down. Should be able to just hold shift and do this. Okay, so what does that look like? That is 15%, 1496. Okay, so that is a 15% correction in a couple of days. Okay, so another one of these. So if we repeat this, if we go down just as much, that's a 30% correction. And that's what I've been looking for. I've been looking for that 30% correction. Now, we did have one of these flash crashes the other day that was close to a 30% correction. Let's go take a look, but it happened too fast. That wasn't what I was looking for. So I think if I hold shift again, there it is, right? Also happened on a 9, ironically. That was a 26% correction, but it happened too quickly. Okay, I didn't like it. I didn't like it for a pullback. This right here is a red 2 going below a red 1. That's problematic. That is now a sell indication on a daily scale, which is in line with the sell indication on a weekly scale, the 12-hour chart, gave you a short signal here on this red 2 going below that red 1 with acceleration below the swing low. The 4-hour chart, however, is on a 9 rebound, which makes sense to me anyway. So it makes sense that right now we're bouncing up a little bit, and look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour was also on a 9, right? So this was the candle following the 9, which was the 8 candle on a 4-hour chart. And now we're on a little bit of a bounce. This is a dead cat bounce based on 1 hour and 4-hour charts. This gives you, on a 1-hour chart, this is a 1 to 4 candle correction, then reevaluate. But on a 4-hour chart, it's a 1 to 4 candle correction, and there's still an hour to go in this candle. So we can easily pull back up to the $8,200 area. But this becomes now, this has just become very critical resistance. You know what? Let me not draw new lines. Oh, I guess I will, since I already started. This is now pretty critical resistance. Okay. Ironically, it's the same line of the triangle breakout that we had before. By not being able to break above this area, Bitcoin kind of got screwed. And right here is pretty bad resistance now. It's pretty rough resistance. If you can't get above this area, and I don't believe that we will, I think we're going to turn and make another low. Now, the weekly chart, this is day 1 has completed, right? Today is, what else today? Today's Tuesday. This started trading Sunday night. So we still have, most of the week to go. So about 5 days to go in our weekly candle. And we're already down 15% at the low. We were down 15%. Okay. And so what am I looking for? I think that the correction needs to be to at least 6,000. Now, oh, I almost finished catching up on Tyler Jenks's videos. I personally think Tyler Jenks and Lucid played this year very well for their clients, considering what they've done last year for their clients. But that only applies if you've been listening to them since they came on air. And I don't remember when Tyler first appeared on my YouTube channel. But what we can do is we can go to YouTube. I'm actually curious myself. If I go to YouTube and I go to Tyler's channel, Tyler and Leah, sorry, Leah, and I go to videos and I sort by newest by oldest. Here's their oldest video, I think. It should be older than that. Oh, maybe it's not. Let's see. Their oldest video has 3,000 views. January 22nd, 2018. That's not bad. When did Tyler appear on my show? First. That's going to be a lot harder to find, actually. I'd have to Google for that one, right? But their first video looks like it was January 22nd, 2018. So if I go to the daily chart, that's the weekly chart. Oh boy, I'd have to scroll for a while. So let's go to the weekly chart. So it happened this week. That's the week, right? So we're still above 13,000. It's not great. I mean, we wish he would have done some videos in late December. But you have to understand that the time to short, the last time to short this bear market was at $6,000. Anyone that shorted the bear market below 5,000 is insane, okay? Never have I recommended nor shorted anything below. This was the last time. This was the last time, and for me, the only time to short Bitcoin, because I had 90% confidence even like 95% confidence we're going to crash down, because I believe in triangles. You don't, you may not, but I do. Okay. Now, if you only discovered Tyler and myself over here, then you will get yourself in trouble. At this point, the thing to do was to just hodl. If you did not get out in the tens of thousands of dollars per Bitcoin, the thing to do is to hold. Now, for me personally, I held most through this, but we just went up. We just went up 200%. And I'm happy to take my profit because I did not take a lot of profit on my Bitcoin back here. Took some, not enough. I'm happy to take it here, and I'll buy it back at a lower price. And if I don't, then I don't, right? It's fine. I'm okay. I still have enough backup. The point is, if you shorted at 3,000, that's the dumbest thing ever, okay? That wasn't the time to short. The last time to short was at 6. Now, I think shorting in this vicinity of 9 to 9.5 was a beautiful short trade. And I talked about taking this short trade. It's just that I didn't execute it very well because I thought we can push higher on the current candle, not on the last candle. And when we did push above 9,000, it happened so quickly, I didn't get a chance to short. So I didn't short. And because I've been busy running around Europe, I didn't get a chance to really sell my hodl either because anyway, it doesn't matter. I sold it over here. I sold it at 7. I sold a piece of a hodl at 7,000, and I was going to sell another piece of the hodl at 94, 90. I was going to try to get it as close to 95 as possible, but I didn't get it, so I'm okay. But you're in front of the market all day, okay? I was flying an airplane yesterday. There's videos of this. So now what? Oh, I actually don't have that much time. I gotta meet somebody at the top of the hour. So now what? Well, now this is only the second day of a potential 1 to 4 week correction. So you have like 30 days of potential 30 days of correction that could lead into something bigger. And we just fell 15% in the first, 36 hours. Did we fall enough? I think we fell a lot in a short time. And this is why potentially catching a falling knife on a 1 hour level is not bad. Those that attended my workshops would know that, hey, you just got a notification on your 9. Let's look for a bounce. Oh, no bounce on the next candle. We're still going down, but holy shit, that's a reversal candle. When do you buy to catch this falling knife? Well, you buy it as you're breaking above the reversal candle. Another opportunity to get in or add to your trade is if a green 2 starts trading above a green 1. Has that happened yet? Doesn't look like it, but it's close. And remember, every exchange is different. Let me see. The high is 79.69.22, 79.69.22. So it's exactly the same. So it depends on your definition of 2 higher than a 1. Is it higher than or equals to? Is it higher than? Whatever your preference is on you as long as you're consistent. I would want to see it higher, not equal. But if you have good stats with it equal, that's fine. My initial stop loss would be below the swing low. If I did enter above the red 1 candle, what was my risk? And I did there's going to be a webinar on risk reward, and well, not really reward, but risk and entries, exits, and stop losses. What is the range of this candle? The range of this candle: high 78, 78, 72, low 78, 58, let's say 72. That is a $20 range. Did we rise $20 above the top of this candle? So 78, 78 plus $20 would be 78.98, and the top of this candle is, no, something's wrong here. That's the close. That's why. Sorry. 78, 78, 72 versus 77, 39. That's better. So that is 140, $140. So 140 would be 79, and that would take us above 8K. We have not yet gone above 8K. I would potentially raise my stop loss, but maybe not all the way to break even. But if I see big weakness on this candle, I probably would. But I'm also encouraged by the 4-hour chart, which is on a 9 itself. So I'm potentially looking for a few more candles of upside before the whole thing turns. Would I really trade right now to the upside? Maybe on a very small time scale, but I am looking for a much deeper correction. If the correction works out perfectly for me, I am happy to buy into Bitcoin, hopefully under 4,500. That's my target. My target is the big green line at the bottom, guys. That's my target right here. And this is a very critical target, because if we go below this green line, Bitcoin is in serious, serious trouble, and so are all the miners, because the hash rate just went up to a new all-time high. So the miners are very, very bullish. All right, let's take a look at other markets. But like I said, I am honest about my history. Was I still bearish over here at 3,300, expecting sub 2,000? Absolutely, I was. Was it time to short? No, it wasn't. And it's very easy to prove that it wasn't time to short, because I was in a long trade that I exited at 5.1, which I expected to be the swing high, with going as high as 6.4, which we broke above. And now I think a giant pullback has been overdue. All right, anything interesting in traditional markets? So Tyler was talking a lot about the S&P. So look at your daily S&P. Your daily S&P is on a 9. So I'm not surprised that the big selling has been, temporarily halted. So I am looking for a 1 to 4 candle correction to the upside, and it's up to you if you consider the 8 candle as part of the 1 to 4 candles. It doesn't really matter, right? Because if we get like 2 more candles of upside, you can say, hey, there was a 4 candle upswing, and you can say, hey, there was a 3 candle upswing, and it's still within the bounds of trading the sequential system. Both of them are, both legit statements. I think we are due for a little bit of a bounce. Probably, I'm going to take this red line, not sure why it's even there. Probably back to this vicinity, the vicinity of the breakdown of this red 5 candle going below the red 4, below the swing low. A pullback back to this area here of 2,800. And then we reevaluate the entire situation. You can also see this head and shoulders pattern that I normally don't care about. But the combo is still, the sequential is still going down to 13. Now also keep an eye on a weekly chart, which is only on a 5, suggesting that there could be 4 more weeks of downside. And I'm hoping that's it. I do not want this to go below the setup trend line. I also want this pullback to be as slow as possible. I want this pullback to last into the end of the summer, because I want this 9 to stay above the setup trend line. My perfect S&P 500 trade would be a 9 in exactly 4 weeks from now. So we have, what is that? June 2, 3, 4. So in July. So after the 4th of July holiday, I would love for Bitcoin to hit a 9 weekly, a reversal candle, while staying above 2,600. That could set up for a nice turnaround into year end. Some stocks. I'm really curious about my usual stocks of Tesla and Lyft. US stocks. We're on GE. Let's look at Tesla. Ooh. So been trying to look for a good knife catch in Tesla. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow Tesla comes up on a 9. You got to respect that 9. Again, I'm really considering starting that notification service, and people can just sign up for the notification service. And let's say tomorrow morning, you would get an email saying, hey, Tesla is on a TD9 buy, but you have to know what TD9 buy means. It doesn't always mean buy. It's just called TD9 buy. Yeah, so hey guys, my moderators have free reign. I don't have time to moderate the moderators, but I'm making more moderators. So if they ban you, don't complain to me. So right here tomorrow, there could be an app, but remember, there's still a sequential coming in, right? Also, here's another thing that you need to be aware of, right? I am seeing a 9. Wall Street is not going to see a 9 because my indicator is slightly different. That's why it's called TI, not TD. Because Wall Street will not have a 9 there. They're looking at something like this. Now, they have this concept of a recycle, which I don't have programmed in because I don't look at it this way. But I am getting a 9. Wall Street doesn't. So keep that in mind, that a lot of the professional traders that are using this indicator will not be buying based on the indicator. So I am very curious what happens to Tesla tomorrow. Holy shit, what happened to Facebook? Wow. Oh, is this the, does this have anything to do with the US visas requesting people's Facebooks, social media? So now foreigners are like removing their social media accounts in order to get visas to the US? Oh boy. Well, they're not removing. Okay, let me tell you how speculation works. So obviously, not everyone is applying for visas, right? But here's the thing. Speculators, traders, hedge funds, they read the same headlines you do. And here's how they read the headline of the US government now requesting foreigners social media accounts. Here's how they read that. They read it as foreigners are going to be less interested in creating Facebook pages. And maybe we should sell Facebook stock. Another way to look at it is foreigners are going to have multiple social media accounts, and they're only going to share one of them with the US government. But that looks bad. Facebook is in serious trouble. Like if I was Facebook, I would be so freaking pissed at the US government right now for demanding people provide their personal stuff. Hey, moderators, can you guys like get rid of the spam comments? Like ban these people so I don't have to do it? I'm curious how other social media have done, if this is just Facebook or what's other social media that's popular. I mean, LinkedIn is not public anymore. Microsoft bought them. What's another social media company? Snapchat? Well, they're not social media. Instagram is owned by Facebook. What else is there? Twitter. That's right. Yep, there it is. Boom. Yeah, that's not a fundamental event, right? That's a news event. That's reaction to a news event, which in hindsight is not surprising, right? Oh, look at Twitter, top of the nine. I hate this candle though. This is a hanging man candle, and I hate this candle. I don't consider Snapchat social media. Is Snapchat social media? I mean, your stuff doesn't stay up there. All right. I want to look at Lyft. I still want to catch my falling knife in Lyft. Man. Wow, Lyft is being resilient here. Wanted to catch Lyft below 40. See, I don't see this as a lost opportunity. A lot of people, look at what Lyft did, right? Lyft fell to 47, it's 2015, and then Lyft went up all the way to almost 60 or above 60. Oh, way above 60, 61.77, right? So how much did Lyft go up? For a stock in less than a month, Lyft went up 32%. That's amazing. Do I consider that a lost opportunity? Well, sure, but like I don't lose sleep over it, right? There's always another trade coming. And to me, this was not a good trade. I didn't see anything in Lyft that deserved buying it at this price, nor at any other point during this run-up. I will wait. I saw something in Lyft that you should have shorted right here. I saw something in Lyft you should have shorted here and then again here, but I don't see anything that tells me to buy Lyft. And therefore, just like Bitcoin going up, it's okay. There'll be another trade. There's a difference between trade and a position. Now, if I was a Lyft investor, if I believed in Lyft for the next 10 years, I would have already been in Lyft at any point, hodling Lyft shares. Okay. Let's look at a few more stocks. Oh boy. Someone is running a shitty business. Jesus. Wow. This is Rite Aid. My God. How are they still in business? Good Lord. I don't even know what to say. I think you're going to owe them money soon if you hold their stock. Like normally I say, hey, if a stock's fallen enough, you may want to buy it, but I think this thing is going to zero. However, if I was to catch a falling knife on this stock, it would be like right now. It would be like right now. Here's the weekly chart of Rite Aid, pretty cheap stock, and beautiful candidate for the notification service of catching a 9. Now remember, this is another one of these 9s, just like the Tesla 9. If you subscribe to the official indicator, you would not get a notification. You would not have gotten a notification on Monday because the official indicator would look something like this. because they need a price flip in order to start a setup phase, and I don't. Now you're still in the countdown phase on a weekly. However, this is a great candidate for a potential 9. Now here's the difference, right? There's a big difference between this 9 candle and this 9 candle. This 9 candle is bullish, showing you strength. I guess they split again. 1 for 20. Good Lord. That must have been a reverse split. 1 for 20. Interesting. So let's get the volume. I want to see if there's volume. Ooh. Look at this volume. Look at this volume. Volume is picking up. It's a good sign. Now, that's a good candidate. So it's not a perfect trade. The reason it's not a perfect trade is because this is still on an 8 candle, nowhere near a 13. Would have been nice if this 13 had completed earlier. And the other problem with this is the daily. Well, the daily is not too bad, right? But the daily would have been nice if the daily literally could have gotten you on 9/13 today, right? Like if this thing would have gone down for 3 more days, would have been 11, 12, 13, and then 7, 8, and 9. So it was almost a perfect trade. However, and this is not trading advice by any means, yesterday was a potential long at yesterday was a potential long at $7.70 with a stop loss probably should be in blue. With a stop loss below the swing low, which is $7.02. And another reasonable stop loss is $7.23. That's my trading. That's what I would do. And of course, I would put all of my money in the stock so that if it falls 30 cents, I would go completely broke and not be able to afford internet. That was obviously a sarcastic answer, but that's how some people view these positions. So the reality is, if I'm only willing to lose $100 and my risk is from 70 down to 25 cents, let's say 70 to 20 cents, 50, right? So if my risk is 50 cents and I'm only willing to lose $100 on this trade, how many shares am I buying? Well, if I'm only willing to risk $100 at 50 cents per share, so 50 cents a share, $100, I'm buying 200 shares, right? So if 200 shares go down 50 cents, I lose $100. Okay, now you want to cross that with the weekly scale. On a weekly scale, your stop loss is exactly the same. But on a weekly scale, you could have gone in a lot earlier. On a weekly scale, you could have got in on like Thursday or Friday at the end of last week because there was strength and you're trying to time the 9. And you can add to your position on any time on current week, basically, right? So, oh, I should put these back. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Oh boy. I'll leave them like this based on daily entries, but keep in mind weekly entries were a little bit different. And here, that's the original stop loss. And that's your other option. It depends how safe you want to be. I'd probably do this. We're better safe than sorry. Okay, glance at a couple of more stocks since they're on my list already. I want to look at the chip manufacturers. NVIDIA. Oh boy. Oh boy. So I'm sure this green line means I would be interested in buying NVIDIA off of the green 9. Now remember, Wall Street never saw this green 9 nor these numbers, but the concept of a recycle, I need to review all that because I never liked it in the past, but I have to review my rules of recycle for the official indicator, like it doesn't apply to my version. 13's coming, but then you have another 13 in the back. NVIDIA looks absolutely terrible. It's just in a massive downtrend. If I did take on the bullish trade off the 9, trying to catch a falling knife, I would completely be out of this trade, and I would be even comfortable shorting this thing. But considering it has not had a bounce in a long time, I would not be shorting it. The time to short this thing was actually the break of setup trend back here. That was the only time to short. I would have been hesitant to short here, and I would have been very pissed off by not shorting it here. And now I am saying the same thing. I wouldn't short it, and the next thing you know, this thing can go to like under $100. So not looking good for NVIDIA at all. And finally, we have AMD. AMD is looking good, looking much better. But remember, the market is bearish. I don't want to be a bull in a bear market, but the moment the market turns bullish, man, NVIDIA is looking ripe for all-time highs. All right, guys, I should probably leave it here. Should probably leave it here. We've done a lot. We've done a lot today. One more look at Bitcoin. I want to see on the hourly chart, we were bouncing off of the 9s. So there it is. We are bouncing off of this 9 here with a reversal candle. I do think that the hourly chart could make it back up to a 9 in the $8,200 range. And that's in line with a 4-hour chart for a 1 to 4 candle correction back to this $8,200, $8,300 range. Okay, so keep that in mind, and we'll keep an eye on that. Hey guys, check out my calendar. Workshop and carnivory dinner this Saturday. You can go to the carnivory club page on my website, and not many tickets left before prices rise, literally one. You can look at the menu that you will choose from. Most people will go for the 600-gram ribeye, but if you're a vegetarian, we do have food for you. And if you want to support, check out the affiliate page and use these links. My gadgets from Amazon are gone. Amazon complained. And if you want to buy a shirt, check out the store. All right, more webinars are coming. Hey, we're selling a book. Crypto Factor. There you go. You can buy a book. I got interviewed for this book, so Paul interviewed me for the book, so it was cool. And we'll have a lot more shirts coming in here and hats and stuff. All right, so go ahead and check that out. Workshops. There's going to be a webinar. It's going to be in July. It's going to be about entries, exits, and stop losses. All right, guys. And I will talk to you all on the next one. Wait, if I stop screen share. Boom. Still in Rotterdam, and I will be in Amsterdam tomorrow. Speaking at Bitcoin Wednesday. Forgot to show you guys that, but check out Bitcoin Wednesday. All right, I'll be speaking there. All right, guys. Talk to you all later.